the movie kicks off as soon as they get attacked by demons, which happens really early.
Yep.
Some demons attack the people on the train, and the Flame Hashira just steps in and starts his nonsense. And he starts fucking offing these demons so
Fucking
quick.
them up.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like he gives them all like one slash, super crazy fire. It looks really, really well animated, and he just like he doesn't struggle at all. He's also super fast.
Fast ain't though, dude. There's a part where like
He's like, I'm going to
they're
go to
like
this section of the
they're
train.
like talking about how to deal with a demon. He shows up, dispatches them, and then he's like, "Yeah, I just went through 4 other cars. I gave them the plan."
Yeah,
He's
he's
like,
nuts.
I've been through the train. Like, it's all good."
He's nuts. Like he literally can travel through the cars of the train at crazy speeds. He's extremely powerful. He's in no, there's no fear of like anything bad happening to him. These demons are all too weak. But then you're wondering about the Lower Moon, who like is actually the main antagonist on this train. Come to find out, this Lower Moon is actually fused with the train, and he like had a plan to put everybody on the train asleep, and he was going to kill them that way because he's kind of like a coward in a way. Like he didn't want to fight the Hashira. He figured like, okay, I can kill this guy, but I don't have to fight this guy. I can just let him go to sleep, and I can kill him, and I can get an easy kill. So he puts everybody to sleep, which actually works, which I was surprised about, that the Hashira was susceptible to that sleep spell, but it does work. And the only reason that everyone gets out of it is because Nezuko kind of helps. Tanjiro breaks out of it because he's a psycho. And
so
yeah.
Important thing to know, even though the sleep spell worked, something that's cool is that like even though he was in the spell and put to sleep, while asleep, he grips up the girl. There's like one of the girls that are trying to like kill him or whatever, sever his
like
soul or whatever.
Yeah.
And he like grips her up and starts choking her. And then
badly,
like he's still asleep, but he makes it so that like nobody can
harm him, basically.
Harm him.
Yeah, he's choking the shit out of this girl. It's actually like, okay.
They're all in a dream. And then the point of the dream is that these people that were working for the Lower Moon sneak into the dream and are like trying to destroy their soul or whatever.
Yeah.
Some shit. And we see all of their dreams, but we mostly focus on Tanjiro's dream, and it's like him with his family and everything. And
yeah, it's so sad too.
It's pretty sad. And then
Tanjiro's dream is so sad because he wants that family back, and he can't believe that they're alive again, and he's having such a good time with them.
In the dream, he's not a demon slayer. It's like nothing ever changed. Right. But then there's glimpses that break through. Like he's like, "Where's Nezuko?" And they're like, "Oh, she's out in the mountain." She's like, "In the daytime?" And they're like, "Yeah, in the daytime." Why? And he was like, I don't. So like he has a reaction that Nezuko shouldn't be out in the daytime, but then he's like, I don't know why I had that reaction. And
he's slowly realizing that something is
like
off.
Starting to crack through. Yeah.
And it's sad too, because it gets to a point where he realizes this isn't real. You guys are actually gone, and I have to let you go.
Yes.
And that losing his family twice is emotional as fuck. So that was actually really sad.
And then the way he breaks out of it, he's talking to his dad, like he sees his dad in the dream. And so basically the way he wakes up is he kills himself. Like in the dream, he takes the sword to his neck and he cuts through his neck. The idea is like that pain or what, like that's going to force him awake.
Yeah.
And that leads into an amazing moment. And one of Inosuke's best moments as well is going forward when they actually straight up fight the Lower Moon. He has like these eyes or whatever. And
that
like
puts
every
you to
time
sleep immediately.
Yeah, just immediately puts you to sleep.
If you make contact with these eyes, like
falling asleep and then immediately waking up. And what they show is that he's committing suicide.
He's a psycho. He just straight up killing himself. He like falls asleep at it and just wakes up from killing himself. And it's like,
and then the guy's like, how? Like, how the fuck is this happening? Like, how does he keep waking up? And he keeps doing it. And there's a part where he changes the dream to make his family like really hateful. And then he wakes up and he's like, don't you fucking ever put those words in my family.
Yeah, Tanjiro's really big on family. Like, I think that's one of his defining characteristics.
Fucking ever.
Yeah, I like that about him.
And then a cool thing is Inosuke never gets put to sleep again, like because he has the mask on and also like he's got really sharp instincts. He ends up never falling asleep. He dodges the gaze of the eyes every single time.
Yep.
And it gets to the end where Tanjiro's at the bottom. He thinks the spell's on him. And he's about to cut his head off, and Inosuke's like stops him, and he's like, "You're still awake." And it just like has a moment where it's like, I don't know, it's just like really.
I knew that shit was coming too. When I was watching the movie and he kept killing himself, I said he's gonna make a dream that seems like it's just where they are right now currently. Like the dream is not going to actually be with his family. The dream is going to be you're on this train, but it's actually like not at all that. Like you know what I mean? Like you make the dream what reality is, so that way you can't tell the difference. And I was like, he's gonna try to get him to kill himself, and it actually happened. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
really, like he really almost killed himself for
Yeah,
real.
that was really good. And then so they end up like overcoming this lower moon and killing him.
Yeah.
Like they actually finish him on their own, right? Like they don't even Flame Hashira
Yep.
doesn't he doesn't even get involved.
With
They
some
kill him.
teamwork, they kill
Yeah.
that lower moon.
Yeah, they kill Lower Moon with the teamwork, which was good. And then after that, the train is like really wrecked after everything that's happened because the demon has it like actually fused with the train, so it like morphed it made it like go really fast and all this other shit. And basically when a demon gets killed, the train, they have to like stop it because it's like going crazy and they want to save all the passengers and everything. So they like come to a stop and they want to help everybody who's been injured, like get everybody to safety, that type of thing. Like, make sure there's no other demons around, do what demon slayers are pretty much supposed to do.
Yeah, just clean up and shit.
And here's what a real part of
this is one of the coolest parts of the movie.
Like,
so real quick before when I'm watching this, I'm like, is the movie over? Like, because they beat like what is
the main purpose of the
villain.
movie.
The main purpose of the villain.
It's called Mugen Train, and they beat the train.
Yeah,
like
they clear the goal of the movie, right? And so I'm watching it, and I'm super interested, and I'm like, what's going to happen next? Because like, is the movie done? And then go ahead, like they move in.
Yeah, so because of how cliche Demon Slayer is, I felt like something bad was going to happen. I also was kind of like aware of the time that had passed. I was like, the movie's not over yet. Like it's been like it's only.
That's what I'm saying. I was a little confused. I was like, there's no way the movie's over yet. Like,
yeah,
it just started.
So when the train came to a stop, I kept thinking to myself, like, what's the worst thing that can happen right here? And as I was having that thought, I didn't get a chance to like really fully like think about like what's the, because it just happened. A fucking upper moon appears.
Yeah, baby. I think it's Upper Moon 3.
It is,
or whatever.
So in their eyes, they have the number that they are tattooed, I think. And so like literally this fucking upper moon number 3. So he's in the top half of the uppers, there's 6 of them. He's in the top half. From the gate, you just know like, oh shit.
This motherfucker is clean.
This is about to be bad. And I was like, I got a hint. I was like, okay, I know where this is about to go. Rengoku's going to fight this guy, obviously, and it's probably not going to go the way we want it to go because you can just feel there's been a lot of backstory on Rengoku about how the disappointment of his the disappointment that his family had for him and stuff like that, how he was trying to like live up to certain standards that he couldn't do, and him becoming a demon slayer was like not exactly ideal. So you get all this backstory about him in this movie, and you know what happens in anime when you get too much backstory. So I'm watching this upper moon appear, and he looks psychopathic. He actually, to me, looks very similar to Sanemi, the Hashira, who's like crazy in the face. He's the Wind Hashira, I believe. He looks kind of like him. Like he has that craze in his eyes, like this, like you can just tell it like violence or whatever. Like there's something that pleases him about violence.
Yeah, and he loves combat. Like he's a straight martial artist.
Yep, he wants to convert Rengoku to a demon. So his whole point that like the reason why he really came is like, I want to recruit you as like one of the, maybe upper moons, I guess, because Rengoku is really powerful. I can't imagine him being anything less than upper moon.
But and he's like, saying like, you're so powerful, like this is the flaw of humans. Like you're going to die. He was he was like, why let all this power go to waste? Like you're going to get old and die. Become a demon. See how far you can bring your power. You know what I mean? And
Rengoku's like, absolutely not. I'm a fucking demon slayer. I'm not trying to hear any of this. Like his resolve is unwavering. He is not hearing any of it. They start fighting. And they start fighting, and it is fucking epic. It's animated beautifully. They're moving at lightning speed. Tanjiro is watching. Tanjiro also, because he exerted himself, like he can't even move.
Yeah, he's exhausted.
He's super exhausted. Did he do the sun breathing in this movie?
I don't remember. If he did or not.
But he's like, for whatever reason, Tanjiro's like super exhausted. Like he can't even fight. And so he has to watch. And
I think he got injured. Didn't he get stabbed in the gut?
He did get fucked up. Like the lower moon definitely like inflicted some wounds on him. Like it wasn't like he just like straight up killed the lower moon with no repercussions. Like he definitely suffered some. But for whatever reason, he cannot fight. So he's forced to just watch Rengoku fight against this upper moon level 3. And they're going at it. I mean, Rengoku's pulling all kinds of crazy fire moves, all types of crazy fire breathing. He cut the upper moon's arm off really early in the fight. And what's scary is that the upper moon just kind of like smirks, jumps back, and then regrows his arm immediately.
Yeah, no time delay. It's just like it's back.
Yeah, like he just immediately regrows his arm, which in Demon Slayer, the demons can regenerate, but it takes time usually. we've seen demons regenerate, and it took them like a while before they actually regenerated their limbs. But this guy, when I say it was immediate, it was like instantaneous. His arm was cut off, and he just was like, "Oh, that's not a problem." And he just forces a new arm out. It's fucking lightning speed. It was crazy. So like, you already know this is bad, and he's like smiling too. Like the thing that scared me about this guy is that he's literally smiling.
He was loving every moment of the fight. He was having nothing but fun.
He was like, "Wow, you're really powerful. Like I've never fought." I think he said, "I never fought a flame hosher. Like you're the first flame hosher I ever came across." Like,
yep.
He was like very intrigued by him, wanted to convert him. And so as they're fighting, he inflicts a wound on Rengoku, and he tells him like, "Look at this. You are weak because you don't heal like I do. Like demons can just heal. Like that wound I just inflicted on you is nothing. I broke your ribs. I crushed your lungs. You know, like I pierced your abdomen. Like you will die from these wounds eventually. But demons, we don't have this problem." So he tries to explain to him like, "You can train with me every day. We can live forever. We can do what we want. We're at the top of the food chain, basically." Like he tries to really sell it to Rengoku, and Rengoku again resolve unwavering, but he's really trying to sell it to him that like being a demon is just way better than being a human.
Something important, like one of the things that keeps Rengoku's resolve is like he thinks back on his mom, and his mom tells him, because like Rengoku is, I think even from a child he was strong, but like
he was.
His dad didn't want him to be a demon slayer or and stuff, and there was like some tension there, and he just really wanted to make his dad proud and happy and become really strong. But then also his mom like asked him like, "Why are you strong?" or like, "What's the point in being strong?" and stuff. And he didn't know the answer, and his mom tells him like the reason why you're strong, like the strong like protect the weak. Like essentially, I don't remember the exact quote, but basically like, don't be a bully. You don't ever use your power to hold it over other people. Like use your power to protect people, to help people, and like what like the beauty of humanity is and the beauty of power. And that's kind of like that's part of the resolve in Rengoku, is that like, yeah, he's strong, yeah, he's powerful, he's got all these things, but like becoming a demon and doing what his demon wants is not what power means to him, and like what his mom kind of like imbued into him. And it's a heartwarming moment.
It's really good. So I mean, they're fighting and going back and forth, and every crazy ass wound that he inflicts on the demon, the guy just heals it like almost immediately. It's nothing to him. He almost never gets really like in any kind of danger. And then it gets to a point where you can tell Rengoku's losing the fight because he just has so many wounds that they're pretty fucking serious.
He's hurt bad.
Even the demon is telling him like, "Listen, if you don't stop and choose to be converted, you're going to die. Like I'm going to kill you." At one point, I think he sticks his whole arm through Rengoku, and he's like, "If I pull my arm out, you are going to die. Like, do you understand that? Like, do you understand that right now?"
That's the end of the fight.
Yeah. He's like, "This is the decision you have to make." And Rengoku, even still facing death, he does like a final technique. It's like a final explosion type of thing. Like he just ignites and just goes crazy, fire, crazy town, nonsense. Hey guys, if you like this clip, we have full video versions of our podcast episodes available on the I Am There Patreon, as well as exclusive content.
If you'd like to listen to our full podcast episodes or find us on any other social media platforms, you can do so by clicking the link tree below.